Hello and welcome, my name is Parky and today we're going to be playing some more Plague Inc. Evolved. You meet me back where today we're going to be playing as the Prion. Last time we managed to infect everyone with our lovely parasite, but today what we're going to be doing is taking a look at the Prion, which is going to be another brain bug, which kind of disturbs me deeply, but we're going to go with that anyway. We're also going to go with the Crytochrome Surge, and also the Aerosite. Now according to you guys, I asked the question last time whether I should put on the Crytochrome or Metabolic Jump. Metabolic increases the amount of DNA you get from red bubbles bursting, but apparently you get more overall from the orange anyway, so we're going to go with that. Now that is according to you, I have no idea. So if that is completely wrong, then whatever. But that's what we're going to go with. And today I feel like a fitting name for this brain bug would possibly be Stupidity. Because everyone has a lot of this already, and I feel like maybe it'd be fun. Okay, so you're a new Prion. To win, you must evolve and spread across the world, wiping out humans in the ultimate plague. Select a country to begin your plague. Okay, so I think the country we're going to go for this time is one that we've done before. And the reason I'm choosing it is because I feel a bit safer going with it, and I quite like the fact that it has both an airport and a port in general. So we're going to go with South Africa. South Africa basically seems like a good one to go with because anything in Africa that has both a port and an airport is going to give you a good boost to begin with. Okay, so it's going to take a while for this to spread, so let's speed this up. I'm also going to take a look in the menu here because I don't know if this is different at all. It looks as though this is exactly the same as all the other diseases that are on the sort of normal level of things. You've got this neural atrophy. Complex tasks become harder. Okay, well that's great, it doesn't really bother us that much. So what we've got to do is just a little bit of a waiting game now. We got 4 from that bubble, so that's quite good. So if we keep getting 4 per orange... See, that's the thing, I swear to God, orange don't pop up as often as red, but maybe I'm completely wrong, I have no idea. Stupidity begins to spread. Stupidity is spreading from person to person in South Africa and will grow exponentially. Okay, so our big plan today is I'm going to try and do this a little bit differently. So if we go to the transmissions, we're going to start out with pretty much the standard water and air, which I like doing anyway. We have successfully evolved Stupidity. Scientists increase understanding of diarrhea. Oh, that's lovely. Scientists have a breakthrough in their understanding of diarrhea and will now be able to cure diseases with it more easily. Okay, so we've got to make sure that we don't randomly evolve the diarrhea symptom. That seems like a good idea, but we're going to go for Air 1, and then maybe I'm just going to go for Air 2 again. It seems like a pretty standard opener to me. And then what I'm going to do differently is I am going to pump some more points into different transmissions today. Maybe not loads, but I feel as though some would maybe help. Stupidity has infected hundreds in South Africa, increasing the chance that every infected person will infect a healthy person. Well, isn't that lovely? Stupidity spreads very quickly around the world. I think that's something we can say for sure. And my idea here today was to either go for insect or maybe blood, because these both affect hot climates, which would be good, and also this one is poor regions and increases a mutation chance, which I'm thinking would be nice because it's going to go a bit more slowly. Maybe we'll get less DNA points more quickly, if you see what I mean. So maybe, by this logic, we can get some more devolve points from just devolving these if we increase the amount of random mutations that occur. So maybe we'll go for the blood one. I think that sounds like a good idea. And to be honest, everything's going to help anyway. It's definitely, I think South Africa is accepted as a bit of a poorer country. It's not the poorest in Africa, for sure, but you get my point. You get my drift, okay? Okay, so we just need one more DNA point, and then we can pump something into blood. Here we go, it's in Botswana now. Poor Botswanans. We'll get blood 1 as well, so that's going to help. And it's now also in the UK and Ireland, which is kind of scary how it's just randomly spread into these other countries, but that's fine. We're in South America now as well. Okay, world menu contains useful data. We know about this, thank you very much. Okay, we're now also in Saudi Arabia and Australia. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go for Water 2 as well, because Water 2 is going to help spread by ships and other stuff, which sounds very helpful. So let's grab all these red bubbles. I'm not actually now convinced that you get less red bubbles than orange bubbles, but who cares? It doesn't even matter. Nausea symptom. We want to get rid of all of these symptoms before anyone spots this. So let's devolve. Yes, we get 2 points back from that as well, which is going to help us buy other stuff. Need 19 for Water 2. We're almost there, just need to wait another couple of seconds, and now we can get it. Perfect. Water 2. And now, because this is about the time in the game where I always start buying drug resistance, that's what I want to get next, because I'm getting a bit scared by it. I really do get scared by the research speed, so we're going to go for that. So I think we need about 9, is it 9 or 10 DNA points to get that, and then I'll feel a bit more comfortable going forwards. Oh, here we go. The mass spread around Europe is now beginning to happen. We could also go for cold and heat resistance. And I think that's something that I am going to invest in. A bit of a smattering of different resistances today in terms of heat and also just transmission. It's more infectious than HIV. And probably more deadly. Actually, is that true? I don't think that's probably true. Okay, so we've got drug resistance 1, so at least that's a good start. We've got these weird little spindly things. I don't know about you guys, but it completely terrifies me at the thought of, oh my god, how many bubbles are appearing. It terrifies me at the thought of having something in my brain that's controlling me. Yeah, luckily it doesn't happen too often. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to maybe go for heat resistance 1, because we're starting to struggle, from my understanding here, to spread into these other regions of Africa. And once we've done that, it makes things a lot easier. And then we're going to go for cold resistance as well, because that seems good. And maybe we should have put that DNA boost on the red bubbles. That seems like it would have made more sense. But we'll go for cold resistance as well. So we've got a general spread of everything. It's going to spread everywhere quite nicely. And now the world is starting to get infected quite quickly. We've got some more points. I'm thinking we might just go into maybe drug resistance 2 after genetic hardening. I don't know, 28, let's wait for 28. Drug resistance 2 is going to be quite useful because it's going to stop those rich countries from finding a cure very easily. Okay, cool, so we've got that now, and I think then we're just going to pump the rest into heat and cold resistance. London Olympics mystery. Mystery still surrounds the decision to postpone the London Olympics. Organisers promise it will happen soon, but no reason has been given for the change. Okay, wonderful. Well, the London Olympics is always quite helpful when it gets put on because it spreads everything around Europe and the rest of the world to attend the event. But I guess it doesn't matter. We've already infected Iceland, which is quite useful. We've got the anemia symptom now as well. And I think we're just going to go for cold 2 and maybe heat 2 as well. But I'm not sure. I think we probably just want both of those. And we're going to devolve this to get a refund of 2 DNA points. We've got 15 more now. Heat resistance 2 is 27. So if we just wait for that for a little bit, then we should be fine and dandy. I probably want to get genetic hardening as well. Not re-hardening, I managed to say it correctly this time. But I probably want to get that just because, yeah, research scares me a lot. Which I think is a good enough reason as any. So let's go for heat 2, and then we're going to go for genetic hardening. It's going to decrease future research speed. Probably won't pump too much. Probably won't pump too much into the anti-research stuff. Increased rainfall in humid countries. Latest research shows that humid countries are getting significantly wetter due to global warming. Not sure if that's relevant to any of the diseases that you can play as, but maybe it is in the future. America's getting completely decimated right now, as is Africa and most of Asia. We need to get that cold resistance. Oh, we've got cold resistance too. What am I talking about? Okay, well, let's go for genetic hardening. Perfect. And then I think probably... Is this probably enough? I think this is probably enough. If you look at how quickly the world is getting infected. We've got just under 6 billion people infected now out of the 7. We've got Greenland as well. I think every single country has now been infected. Actually, yep, Finland has, and Sweden. They're always a bit of a pain up in the north there because it's quite cold. Russia is always quite easy as well because it's got so many land borders with everything. Even though it's cold there, it's fairly easy to take over. Canada's also become very infected right now, and Greenland as well is looking a bit dodgy around the edges, a bit green around the edges you could say. Stupidity is spreading everywhere. We've actually almost infected every single person in the world. I've not even had a sign of them doing any research, so maybe I didn't need to pump any points into that. It just seems like a good idea to me. I don't know, I get scared when it comes to research speed in this game, because if they just suddenly start and you've not got any of those things to stop or slow it down, then it just starts becoming incredibly difficult. But we've got almost everyone in the world, new minor diseases spreading. In a normal checkup, a doctor in Brazil found a new disease which has been named Stupidity. I don't think it's a particularly new disease though in real life. It appears to be mostly harmless, unless you are stupid, and then the laws of Darwinism come into play, don't they? But it must be investigated further. Other countries are also reporting this disease. Lovely, we've got 63 DNA points. I think we could probably... Starting work on a cure. Okay, so there we go. How's this going? How many people are left healthy? Over, what, 88,000? Not many at all. We could start killing people off. I think it's mostly Greenland that aren't infected right now. And to be honest, this is going really quickly, so we could start killing people off. It's no real rush though. They're only doing 3% of the research speed, and I can pump all of these points directly into, well, killing people. So we don't need to worry too much. We've got 67. That is probably going to be plenty. Okay, so they're going to start getting these blue research bubbles now, and to be honest, I'm not too worried. Even though we haven't started killing anyone yet, we're almost there. The world is almost completely infected, and I think we're almost there. Russia has shut down its airports. Bit late, to be honest. There's no healthy people now, though, so we can just go and kill everyone. And this is, again, a quite simple one in my mind. Just go for coughing. We could even just go for these, I guess it doesn't really matter. Cysts, I like total organ failure though. Paranoia, yeah, total organ failure is a bit boring, I guess, to keep doing it, but it is one of the most deadly, and I think we're going to go for this, and then if we can, why can't we go for this one? Do we need to evolve these? Go for paranoia, maybe seizures as well, and then maybe insanity if we get enough DNA points, but to be honest, I think this is probably lethal enough to start killing everyone off. We might have to worry about research speed slightly, but there we go, the first death has been confirmed in China for stupidity. Bad luck or the beginning of something terrible. I don't think it's the beginning of anything. Stupidity has been with us forever. Mind you, their research is now going quite quickly. We're not killing people particularly quickly, but I guess it will start picking up moderately the further we start killing people. And we will get more points back from actually killing people as well, which would be good. Nausea has also started. Hopefully we'll start randomly developing some of these things. We could, I guess, get rid of rash, just because it's not actually making anything more lethal, and also nausea is not really making anything very lethal either. I'm not sure if we can actually afford any of these other things. We could go for coma. Maybe I shouldn't have pumped my DNA points into these. I don't know. Either way, whatever. I guess we could actually devolve a lot of our transmission stuff now, so if we devolve... we won't get many points back, but at least we could maybe put this towards something else. So let's devolve all of these, because we no longer need to worry about spreading. Don't need to worry about infectivity, we've done all that stuff. And to be honest, yeah, I'm just going to carry on. We're going to make it as deadly as possible. So this has now given us 27 DNA points, which we can now do a coma with. Is that how it works? I don't think you can do a coma with something. Go for insanity. Not that it's actually going to make people die more quickly. We could go for coma. Also, immune suppression is quite lethal, doesn't it? Okay, we'll go for immune suppression, just because that seems like the most lethal thing that we can get. Stupidity research is now at under 30%. It's growing quite rapidly, but we need to kill people off quickly. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I should have started killing people a bit more quickly than this. It's on 38% now. I was hoping that this would kill people more quickly. It seems to be going very slowly. Very slowly indeed. 50%? Oh damn, I think I might have muffed this up completely. It's been a little while since I've failed. I was really expecting this to kill people. Can we afford anything else in here? Go for cysts. It's not very deadly though, is it? Anemia? Rash? None of these things are deadly. Coma. Coma would be very good, but you need 28 DNA points for that. And I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get that before... well, before they find a cure for this. France begins to break down. Can we afford any of these other things here? We probably need a genetic reshuffle as well, don't we? A 24? Yeah, okay. It's killed more than smallpox, but it's still going to wipe hardly anyone out before they find a cure for this. 75%? Damn, this is this has not gone particularly well. It's telling me to use genetic reshuffle, but I haven't got any points to do it. Okay, well I think we've actually failed this, unfortunately. I think my problem here is maybe that I didn't start killing people off early enough. And also I think my other problem was that I shouldn't have bought these two, although they are only worth a little bit of money. So I'm questioning whether that really had that much of an impact. Maybe I didn't need to buy level 1 and 2 of the heat resistance. I'm not sure. It seems a bit strange. I was expecting this was going to be quite easy, but apparently not. It's starting to pick up now, deaths, but it's complete, the cure, so we're now going to fail. Well, I guess we can take out as many people as we can before they actually cure everything. So let's go for a pulmonary edema as well, because that sounds fun. Oh, what was that? They had like little eggs? What are these? Are they little eggs in the brain, or are they tumours? I have no idea. It's like little blue things. Okay, well we only managed to kill off, by the looks of things, about just under a third of the population. Stupidity to be eradicated. The world has survived a devastating plague and soon eradicate stupidity forever. God, that'd be the day, wouldn't it? Although much of the world is dead, the survivors can rebuild and carry humanity forwards. Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this is the plague that the world needed to wipe out the stupidity problem. Damn it! That was difficult. Why was that I swear to God, I must have just done something really stupid there. Which is a bit ironic, because the plague is actually called Stupidity. Maybe I caught it mid-game session, which meant that I couldn't win. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to try that again off-camera. But for now, we will revel in my defeat. I'm sure you guys will have a lot to say about that. Maybe just give me some hints as to what I did wrong. Maybe I should have just started killing people off a bit earlier. If you enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to leave your support in the comment section below. Also leave ratings and subscribe if you haven't done this already. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Awkward. Goodbye. Awkward.